Building dashboards and reports in Salesforce is really easy. So if you're using Juno Orders and you want to see a dashboard with metrics on it that are important to your business, you can just follow these steps. And once you get the understanding of how this works, you'll find out it's just super duper easy to do it. So we'll just start out by going to Reports. And we'll just start out with a brand new report. And for this, we're going to use the Juno Orders Invoice object. And I like to just, we offer them in kind of a variety of flavors with different options. Why not just pick the one that's got all the stuff in it? All right, so by default, we kind of pack on some things here, and you may or may not want those, but let's just go through this really quick. So you've got columns, obviously, and then you can group these columns into rows. So for instance, on this, probably what we would want is the invoice name, right? Which happens to just kind of default pop up here. Invoice lines I don't care about, at least for the purpose of this demo, and product name, don't care about that either. But maybe what we do care about is we want to report by date. So I'm going to type in created date. And you can see here I just kind of got to refresh this. So now I've got invoices by created date. And now this allows me to kind of summarize by this using the filter, the date filter. But maybe I need some additional information here. I want the total amount. So I'm going to add that. All right, we'll refresh that. All right, so we've got invoice name, total amount, and again, you can just kind of reorder these, drag them and drop them. But most importantly, what we want to do here is create a date range, and you can pick from the list here, and let's see, fiscal quarter, we can go, this is depending on how you have your Salesforce set up. Let's just do a custom one, which we know, would be, if our calendar year matched, if our fiscal year matched the calendar year. So I'm going to go to July 1st through September 30th, which would be Q3 for most people. I'm sorry, Q3. Excuse me. Okay, and then now, so I'm going to refresh this data, and I realize that I've got a problem here, and that was because I want to use the created date. There we go, apply that, and refresh this. Okay, so that's the invoice created date. That's a field that Juno Orders offers on the layout, so you want to use that. Let's pop back over here to the outline, because I'm almost there. I think I have everything I want. Maybe I'm going to send this over to my bookkeeper or my accountant, and they're probably going to say something like, could you give us a little more information about this? What was the account that this was for? So I'll refresh that. All right, and maybe could you group those by account, right? So that's when, let's get this kind of sorted here. Refresh. Okay, so because the spaceport is here and spaceport is down here, so this is where the grouping comes in, and I can group by account. Okay. All right. So now I've grouped it by account. So if my accounting person says, okay, I want to know how much this account did versus that account and that kind of thing. So this is easy to do. Invoices by date and customer. Sure, customer. I was going to say account, but doesn't matter. You can do this. And Might as well select a Juno Orders report folder. That way other people can have access to it. There you go. And then we're going to hit save. I don't know why it always wants to put these extra little characters in there. You can leave that, as fine. I'm just picky. Okay, so now I've got my report here, and I can export this report to Excel, and it looks really nice. For the sake of argument, I actually kind of already went through this report and exported it, so it should look pretty identical to that. So you can see it's nice, it's formatted, all the data's there. Another thing you can do, which is cool, is add a chart. And then here, I'm kind of a donut guy. So there you go. You can say I want to see the total amount and slice by account. It's kind of defaulting to what I want. So when you kind of mouse over it here, you know, you get to see each account, and or, you know, you can show them as a percentage if you want. So yeah, it looks really good, and I can share this report, and actually just by clicking this link up here and maybe sending this in my team or Slack or whatever efficiency tool you use for communicating in your office with those people who are interested in seeing this data. I hope this was helpful. Sorry if it went a little bit slow, but I was trying to factor in everybody's experience level, and you know, it's fairly straightforward, but yeah, you go step by step and it looks really great.